Welcome to Kentucky. I'm Heather Vitale, here for the excitement of the Lexington Selected Yearling Sale. Now, this right here is being touted as, quote, our best book ever from beginning to end. So today we're going to find out why the expectations are so high. Plus, we'll talk with a few consigners about what they're looking forward to and a few buyers about what they're looking for. It's all happening today on this 2022 edition of Harness Racing Update from the Lexington Selected Yearling Sale. Dave, 2020 and 2021 were huge gangbusters, records broken, but now you're saying that 2022, that this is your best book ever? You got to explain that.
Well, I don't know if we're going to set any records, but I think from the quality of the catalog from the first night to the last night, and in between, I think it's the deepest catalog we've ever had. Sire power-wise, individual-wise, jurisdiction-wise. I think if you combine all those, I think it's definitely our strongest and deepest catalog. I'm not saying the results will indicate that, but coming into the week, I think for the shoppers coming down here, they're going to have a great variety, great depth of choice, and from that, I'm very confident in that.
Yeah, definitely a lot to look forward to in the catalog, and something to look forward to, I think, is the change in schedule. I think a lot of people like those earlier post times, as we say, so let's talk about that.
Yeah, so we tried it last year actually, just because of the schedule. We went opening night and then we went 2 days and then we had 2 nights. And this year, we modified the schedule a little bit, so there's no racing today and opening night on Monday night, then go Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday during the day, and we'll close up Friday night. Saturday night we're going to have the mixed sale. So I think, last year we started at 3, this year we're going to start at 2, and hopefully get people out in time for them to go out, enjoy themselves, have dinner, relax, and talk about maybe what they bought during the day or talk about what they're going to buy tomorrow.
Yeah, talking about the Lexington experience, I know it's a bit chilly today and it is windy, but I'm going to tell you the truth. I like this weather. I think it's typical Lexington fall weather. I think Mother Nature is doing us well with this, and the horses are happy. The horses are happy. They're on their toes, but they're loving this.
Yeah, they're definitely on their toes. They started popping around here in the wind and whatever, but at least we're dry. And it is healthier. The cooler the temperatures, with the horses shipping in from a lot of areas or even local, the climate change is not good for the horses. And being cool and a little breezy, they definitely feel their oats, but it's been good. I hope it's going to be dry all week for sure.
For those who are coming to the sale, and even those who have not been to Lexington to this particular sale, it's set up so nicely. You really can see the action anywhere in the facility.
Yeah, listen, Phases Tipton, their team has done a great job developing it, and they have numerous sales here throughout the course of the year, and we're taking advantage of that. They have state-of-the-art facilities. They're always improving, whether it be AV, wireless, just the barn area. They're first class. They're great to work with. They're good people. Boyd Browning does a great job here, and he's a great head, and he has a great team. So we're very fortunate to be able to use the facility here, and it's great for the horses. It's great for the customers. You have to walk a little bit, but if you've ever been to a thoroughbred sale at Keeneland, this is much more convenient because the sales grounds at Keeneland are huge.
Just to wrap things up, I know that you're very proud of this sale, and this is where you get a horse if you want a stakes winner, right?
Well, every sales company probably wants to try to achieve that goal, and that preferred equine, we always pride ourselves on winners. But the sales company itself, the breeders that are here based in Kentucky, based in New York, based in Pennsylvania, who ship to Ohio, Indiana, you have a great mixture of breeders that come down here, and every breeder's goal is to breed a champion. But we're happy to sell them, and whether it's the Jug, the Jugette, the Meadowlands Base, the Hambletonian. Speaking on behalf of Preferred, I think we sold 3 of the last 6 Hambletonian winners or something like that, and we just like to sell winners.
All right. Well, thank you, Dave, once again.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
There is a lot of buzz about this sale. So, what do you think? Is it going to live up to the hype?
I think it should be a very strong sale. We never want to get too over the bid in our predictions, but it's a great time to own racehorses, and the standard of business is, I think, as strong as it's been in a very long time. So I think the sale should be very strong.
Now, you're in the 2 first sessions of the sale. The first session, you got a filly in there. Give me the hip number and tell me about her, because her sister's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, we have hip 15. Show of Faith would be Test of Faith, half sister by Captain Treacherous. We all know Captain Treacherous fillies are very desirable, how good they've been. And then obviously Test of Faith, I think, is one of the best fillies and mares we've maybe ever seen. So it's very exciting to have her sister. This filly's maybe a little bit more like the Meirs. She's a little bit more the card shark, a little bit stronger. You know, the Test of Faith has got a little bit more arts place and is a little bit, you know, different horse. But she's very nice, videoed great, stands great. You know, I think she should be pretty exciting.
How is she holding up? Has she been taken out of the stall a whole lot?
Yeah, she's been busy as you would expect. And, you know, all of these horses, the first day of showing is a world change for them because they've been on the farm their whole life, and this is a big change. But she's done it well, and I think, you know, a good horse has to handle the diversity of a sales scene because being a good racehorse is a challenge.
Talk about Test of Faiths and this filly's mom, Cameo, right? Now, you found her. Like, you're the one who can take credit for this.
Yeah, I think, I mean, I don't know how many dams of Horse of the Years have ever been bought on gate, but she was one, and she's in Photo Sun Beach somewhere, and, you know, I love Sun Beach, I think like we all do, and that was a big impetus for buying the mare. But, you know, the mare also made like $500,000 herself in a hard-knocking way. And, you know, I think when you take a hard-knocking mare like that and you add in the quality of a stallion like Captain and Art Major, that really, you know, can give you the toughness you need with the speed of the top stallions.
Oh, I love that. I love that story. Well, congratulations on all the success. And yeah, have a great time in your first 2 sessions there.
Thank you very much.
Carter, what are you looking for this year specifically? I mean, other than winners, of course. Gender, gait.
Focusing mostly on trotters this year. You know, probably a couple pacing fillies, but mostly trotters. Seemed like from last year, you know, the trotting fillies is kind of, you know, where the market really is. So, you know, focusing mainly on trotting fillies, but trotters as a whole.
Now, what about like an ideal number for you? How many do you think you're going to take away from the sale? I always wonder if some people say, I want to go home with this many, but I ended up going home with twice as many. So what are you looking at?
Yeah, you know, I just try and go with the sale. I'd like to have about 20 babies in Florida. I already have, you know, with Harnessbreds, I have a handful. So I just try and go with the sale. If we can get stuff that we want at the right number, you know, we'll keep buying here, but there's always Harrisburg and stuff like that. So I just try and really go with whatever the sale flow goes with, you know.
Okay. Now, this is our pre-sale interview. All right, so it's Sunday. You know, homework didn't start yesterday. It was months ago. When does it start for you? Do you start going to, you know, farms? Like, how's the process work?
Yeah, I'm trying, you know, we are pretty much based out of Kentucky now, so I try and get to all the Kentucky farms as soon as they'll let me come. I like to look, especially the trotters, I like to look at them at the farm and then try and look at the ones I like again here. You know, believe it or not, they change quite a bit in a month, so I like to double check. But you know, as soon as the catalog comes out and the farms are willing to let us come, you know, I was anxious to get out and see them.
Yeah, so much work goes behind this. It's unbelievable. Just to switch sports a little bit, we're both big baseball fans, and we were just talking about baseball off camera. Who is your favorite team, and do you follow a lot of baseball still? Because you played in college, is that right?
A little bit, yeah. But I grew up in Minnesota, Twins fan, but I'm not, you know, I'm not really a huge follower anymore just because I've never had time to sit and watch TV. But, you know, I've always just been a home team fan, the Twins. You know, it's hard to, in the fall, this time of year, it's hard to beat, you know, Yankees and stuff like that. But, you know, Twins, I'd have to say, I guess, just being from Minnesota.
Okay, fair enough. I'm not a Yankees fan. Did you see that look on my face? But it's cool. We all love Aaron Judge, you know. So, all right, thank you so much, and a happy bidding.
Yeah, thank you.
I would like to point out first that I can be bribed with swag, okay? And I also want to say that Chuck Sylvester, he did not get a hat when he bought from Cameo Hills. And I didn't have to buy yet, and I got a hat. So, yay me.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of difference between you and Chuck, and you know, we prefer to give the hats out to girls like you and Heather, not Chuck.
Yes, Heather Wilder, my girl. We got hats. Maybe her name just has to be Heather. I don't know. So let's talk about the sale day one. You've got a couple trotters you're really excited about, don't you?
Yeah, we're selling a sister to Instagram model. It's a green shoe sister, so she's great bred. She's a very nice filly. We're also selling full sister to Just Divine opening night, hip number 33. And we've also got a Chapter 7 colt out of Siena Hanover. It's very nice. So I think we'll have a good night Monday night.
Now, how about like a sleeper, for lack of a better word? Like if I'm really looking for a good deal that's going to shock me on the racetrack when I break them.
Well, we're selling a Huntsville filly out of Robin J. I think she's a third night, maybe 384. Very nice filly, nice page. I think that would be a little bit of a sleeper.
So how important is the look of your setup?
Well, I don't think it's particularly important. I think you better have what they want. I don't think how many ever cookies or signs or whatever that you have at your consignment is going to matter. You better have the horse, flowers. It's all very nice, and some people have more than others. But the main thing you have to have is the horse they want, and so we want to have the looks and the pedigree, and when they show up to see the horse, we want to get them out of the stall. That's what's important to us anyway.
Well, I was just going to ask you if you had any popcorn or hot dogs for me, but I guess that's a no. Anyway,
we do. We have some, but it's not very important to the whole process in my mind.
I gotcha. Fair enough. We're in Lexington. Man, like, is Lexington awesome or is Lexington awesome? You know, it's the whole experience.
Yeah, I've been coming to Lexington since 1982. The first year I came here, my father owned a filly that won the Lexington Filly Stake, a filly called Tress Hanover. So it started off with a bang for me, and yeah, I've been enjoying the sales and the racing and the nightlife for 40 years now.
Well, enjoy this whole experience, and best of luck at the sale. I'll be watching.
Thanks, Heather.
Robert, what is your role here at Lexington? What are you doing at the sale?
I'm an agent for many Europeans, owners and trainers, and that want to buy horses here. Mostly keep them here. Not so many bring them over anymore, so race here.
Now, 2020, the whole COVID thing is hopefully a thing of the past. You know, we're not wearing masks this year. It's beautiful. Now, there are a lot of Europeans, though, coming over this year for that reason, so that's nice to see.
Yeah. Many have wanted to come over, but now they're doing it. So we have a big group of French people coming, owners coming over and see what this is about, and the Swedish, Dutch, Germans. So it's going to be a big group.
Now, I know this will put a smile on your face to talk about Captain Corey. Not only are you an agent, but you actually own part of Captain Corey, right?
Yeah, that's true. I looked him up, I bought him, and we put together a group that owned him and raced him. He was very successful as a Hammer win, and then he got injured. So, but we find a very, very good home for him at Hanover, and now we syndicated him, and he has a very, very nice group of mares, and they bred the full book in the States. He bred about 50 on frozen semen. I think 42 or 45 is in foal. So it's a great seller.
Okay. Wait, one more question before I let you go. I know you have a lot of horses to look at, and you don't have to give any hip numbers away, okay? We won't tell any secrets here of what you're looking at, but how excited are you about what you're seeing?
I'm very, very excited because it's a so good group of horses here. I see in the first crop of Green Shoes amazing horses. Also the Walners, very strong bodies. So I mean, and many of the consigners had so much good horses. You know, there used to be some you look at, but now it's very, very deep. The catalog is very, very deep.
Julie, Concord came here in 2020. You had a huge year. Then, fast forward to 2021, another huge year. Now, here we are, 2022. What are you expecting?
We're hoping for another huge year again. You know, we've done well, and we just want to continue that.
You have a small but mighty consignment. What do you have, 14 this year, I think? Okay. So busy though. Like, I've been here for a little bit. Horses coming in and out. Everybody's around. And you would not have it any other way, would you? You want to stay busy.
Yes. First of all, it's a little chilly today, so it keeps me up and moving so I don't get cold. But, you know, we're here to sell yearlings. So it doesn't interest me to be here and to be bored and to just be sitting here. I like the traffic. I like staying up and staying active and showing everybody what we've got.
And actually, when I went over there to grab you and I was talking to your dad, David, and he's like, oh, she's such a hard worker. She's so good. So that is, I love that. I love that so much. And I know you're proud of your dad.
Yeah, this is a full family operation. So my mom's back in New Jersey right now holding down the fort, and working with all of the yearlings we still have in for Harrisburg, and all the Meirs and the foals, and my dad and I are down here, getting this first sale out of the way.
Now let's talk about 104. This is a big one. Talk about pedigree. Who is this? So exciting.
104 is our brother to Chimpanzee, and everyone needs to come see him. It's brother to Chimpanzee. You need to come see him and see what you think.
Other than pedigree, of course, we know that. How's he look?
He looks good. He's a later foal, so he's not overly big, but he's well put together, and so we like him.
Now, is it really a pre-sale Lexington feature unless I have this guy, Tony Alagna, on? Yeah, so here he is. Now, how many do you think that you're going to be taking home this year?
Boy, that's a good question. We try to shoot a number every year, but it seems like we always end up exceeding it. So, if we can come out of this sale with around, I would say probably 25 or 30, that would be probably what we're looking to get. We have some homebreds already, and of course we don't want to spend all of our money here. We want to save some for Harrisburg as well. But, there's a lot of quality here, a lot of nice horses this year. I think it's probably one of the strongest books they've had in quite some time.
Yeah, they're touting it as the best book ever. So that's pretty cool.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Last time I heard that touted, it was the Bible. So.
Oh, yes. Wow, me too. This is amazing. Oh, I can't wait to see what day one ends up like. The cool thing when I watch you, when you pull the horses out of the stalls and you're looking at them, you have an entourage with you. You are, I love you as a trainer, but you're also a great teacher. And you've got this whole group of people with you, and you're showing them what to look for, what not to look for. Now, I know a lot of people, they've seen horses before and they know, but it's so cool to see this.
I try because, it's all one of those things where we're all in it together. They're spending their money, I'm spending mine. So when we're doing that, we all have to be comfortable with decisions that we all make. For me to go in and say, okay, this is the one and I'm going to buy this and everything else, I don't really enjoy that as much, because I want us to feel like we're all in it together. And if I can show any of the clients that are spending their money that, this is what I'm looking for and this is what I like and don't like, then it's a win for me. So, and I really enjoy that process. And this time of the year, it's what we do, because these horses that we buy this week will be the ones we have to look at for a whole nother year.
My last question, I don't think I've ever asked you this before, the bidding process. I know sometimes I've seen you raise your hand, sometimes you're with an owner, they're raising their hand. I mean, what determines what? And do you come in late? Do you start early?
Well, I generally come in late. I have an idea what the horse is going to bring, or what I want to spend. So I kind of wait to see the bidding to slow down a little bit. But a lot of times I'll throw a bid in early because I want to get the bid spotter's attention. I want him to know that I'm interested in the horse. Then I'll jump out for a little while and just wait and see where it goes. But it's nice for them to know that I'm in the game and to be watching me. Some of my owners like to bid on their own horses, which is good for me. And I mean, a lot of times you'll see me, I sign for my owners that buy the horse. I like to sign agent for them because, they truly, without them buying the horses, where would we be? So, they need the notoriety and the ability for people to see what they're doing, much more than I do. So.
Yeah, I love that. Great stuff. All right. Well, have a great day one, day two, day three, day four, however long you're going to be here. So have a great time.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining me for our Lexington Selected Yearling Sale feature as we get psyched up for a big week. You can get more information about the sale at lexingtonselected.com, also on harnessracingupdate.com. I'm signing off for now, but I will be back to recap the first session of this incredible sale, so I'll see you soon. I'm Heather Vitale for HRU.